Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I do a lot of cooking, travel, homeschooling, and motherhood videos. These are all things I enjoy. I hope that if you enjoy them as well, you'll hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Okay, today I am talking about Cursive. And whether you are a homeschooling parent or not a homeschooling parent, this video is for you. I believe it is important to teach our kids Cursive. And you know, from what I understand, they are not teaching Cursive anymore in schools. I know for a fact they have taken them out of public schools. Private schools and charter schools may still teach Cursive. Write in the comments below if I am completely wrong when it comes to that, but that is the information that I was told. Okay, the fact that they are not teaching kids Cursive anymore in schools really makes me sad. This makes me really sad because I truly believe that kids need to learn Cursive at a young age if they can. And you know, if your kids are already like in high school right now and they don't know Cursive, it's not too late. They can still learn too. And you're probably wondering, why is it important for kids to learn Cursive? Why is it important for anyone to learn Cursive? I mean, don't we just type everything up these days? Don't we just text things on our phone? We hardly ever write anything these days as it is, right? So why do we need to learn how to write in Cursive? Well, one of the reasons why I believe we need to write in Cursive is to learn how to sign your name, because they're still asking for signatures out there. I'm still signing checks now and then. I have to sign documents. You know, we are still signing our name all the time on things. And kids need to learn how to have a signature, how to write in Cursive so they can learn how to have a signature however they want to do it. And printing is just not going to be enough. Documents are still saying print here, sign here. So you have to have something separate. And then there is also reading in Cursive. Reading in Cursive, again, you might think, who really is reading in Cursive? Are people still even writing letters? Well, you know, they are still writing letters. My mother-in-law will write stuff to my kids in Cursive, and I want my kids to be able to read what she is writing. I want my kids to be able to read old US documents like the Constitution. So even though they have printed things out now where you don't have to read in Cursive, I still think it is important and it is not a dead art. It is something that I feel very strongly about. We have incorporated it into our homeschooling, and it is so easy to learn. You just got to start early. I usually start with my kids in first grade because they're already learning how to write ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, and their name in kindergarten. So first grade, usually they're printing things out well. So it's good to transition them then into first grade, into Cursive. And I start off with a really easy beginner book, and I just keep doing Cursive over and over with them before they start off with tracing, and then they eventually copy. But I'll get into that in a minute when I share with you the books that I use. It is something that usually my kids take maybe 2 to 3 years to learn, and then they are writing it on their own. Now, if you have older kids, maybe even kids in high school that don't know how to write in Cursive, because like I said, I think that they're not teaching them in school anymore, it is not too late to teach them Cursive. You can teach an old dog new tricks, right? You can still teach them, so I would say just go for it. But right now I'm going to share with you some books that I have used over the past several years to teach at least my 3 older kids right now. I haven't started my youngest on it. But we have gone through these books and they have worked great. And then there's also things online you can print out for free to teach your kids Cursive, some different tracing exercises, and then just different things to copy. So I will link below some websites you can go to find some free stuff to print out if you would rather do that. But let me just share with you some great books that I've used and give you an idea of just how easy it is to teach kids Cursive. So come with me right now. These are the 4 books that I use for teaching my kids Cursive, and I reuse these books for all my kids. I do photocopies. It saves a lot of money, so I don't have to buy the books individually for each of them. We start with this book right here, and then eventually we will go through all of these books doing daily cursive handwriting exercises in each one. So in first grade, I start my kids with beginning cursive, and I know it says grades 2nd through 5, but look how easy it is inside. This is appropriate for a first grader to do. They start off by tracing these big letters, and they go through all the letters, uppercase and lowercase, and then in part 2, they start connecting the letters together. They will have daily exercises of writing the letters and then connecting the letters until eventually they get into some small words. And in part 3, it will continue connecting letters and focusing on small words. Cursive Handwriting by Spectrum is the second book that I have my kids do. At the beginning of this book, they have some cursive basic tips that you can read through, but you could see it's a lot of singular letters and then connecting letters. Again, just a lot of things they can do daily to keep up with it and get better at it. And then towards the end, there's going to be a lot of words that they can practice writing. And at the very end, they have a few sentences that they can practice copying. The next book is Cursive Handwriting Workbook for Kids. This is a 3-part book, and I like this book if you are just wanting to teach maybe an older kid and you just want to get one book. You could see that at the beginning, it will go through the entire alphabet with lowercase and uppercase letters for them to practice. Part 2 will get into simple words. And this part is really fun for my kids to do. They love it because every day there is a joke or riddle. So every day they always love telling me the joke of the day, but it gives them a lot of words to practice, first tracing and then writing in cursive. Part 3 also has some jokes and riddles, but it is all sentence copying, and it will give them a lot of practice for copying a sentence in cursive and also reading a lot in cursive. But definitely a lot of fun stuff in this book. And again, I do like how it is separated into these parts if you want to get one book for maybe an older kid to learn. This last cursive handwriting book is, again, just another book that we can continue going through to do daily exercises. And on a typical page, it'll have one letter, then a letter connecting to another letter, some words, and maybe even a sentence at the end. It has quite a variety of different things you can do in here to practice your cursive writing. It has a lot of common words that your child may use. It just gives a variety of things to work on. I really like how in the back it has these big paragraphs though for your student to practice copying and gives them an opportunity to read a lot in cursive. So I always end my cursive learning with having them do these paragraphs. Well, that is it. That is what I use for teaching my kids cursive. And if you are interested in purchasing any of these books, there will be links for each of them in the description box below. I do not make any money if you go through the links or not. This is an unbiased opinion. I am just trying to show you ways you can teach your kids cursive. I hope that it showed you that teaching your kids cursive is really easy. It just takes time and it just takes a lot of practice. If you're interested in any other videos on homeschooling, I do have a full playlist of homeschooling videos that I will also have in the description box below. Again, I hope this video was helpful. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post a video every Tuesday, and I hope that you have a great day.